All right, so just walking around or being places and seeing people glued to their cell phones. I you people don't know what's going on with that. Let me explain why so many people are glued to their cell phones. Cell phones are a product of Ares, who is also Amon from the Egyptian gods. Um, all the cell phone companies, and everybody may think they're, Illuminati just like everything else. No. Ares is Gabriel. Gabriel is one of the seven Holy Spirits. Okay? So, um, he's bulletproof. As crazy as he may get with his schemes to turn good into evil and evil into good, since y'all want to treat us like we're evil, then let's do it. Um, but Gabriel is, he's just huge. I would say he's as huge as Michael in end times. So, one of the huge things he's done is the creation of cell phones. You see, Gabriel is an angel of communication. Gabriel is an angel of prophecy. Okay? Um, and he's Tony Soprano, by the way. So maybe that can give you a little insight into, his mind. Um, but this is what I'm seeing. So when I'm seeing everybody on their cell phones, I know where the cell phones come from. I know what's going on. I know this is all part of a trap that we've set up. And it's hilarious to me. I'm walking around, I'm seeing everybody on these things. And what are they doing? They're either waiting, some are waiting, some are preparing themselves for something. And the rest are on there and they're very worried. Because one of these days, I'm going to go viral. That's what everything's about. Trying to keep y'all from being too stupid to see what's really going on out here. This stuff I'm talking about, you people have no idea. This is about this cult over here, this gang over here, this mafia over here that is hated by YouTube, destroyed over and over again, channels, tens of thousands of videos, whatever, hundreds of channels, tens of thousands of videos. Um, you know, um, and I'm seeing, especially a lot of these people on cell phones are young. So I'm seeing this generation, this Gen Z. I'm watching them being torn apart by these two worlds. Okay, there's the world of the baby boomers, where people just kind of sacrifice everything for money and having a place to live, and a car to drive, and food to eat. Sacrificing everything for that, including their relationship with God. Um, and then this mafia over here. Okay, and how things are done over here. Deadly cult, deadly gang. So I want to ask Gen Z, how much is your left finger worth? Would you trade your left pinky finger or whatever finger on your left hand Left finger. Um, would you uh, what would that be worth to you? How about just half of one? Okay. Because this is really what they're going to use against you to stop you from getting over here is money, material things. That's what we're battling against. It's spiritual versus material. You want to be on a higher level, you want to mog people. Well, that's done spiritually. It's not done, and there's, I mean, that's the only way you're going to be better than anybody else. They could have all the money in the world and be a piece of shit. We know this. Money is not. Listen, money is really nothing. A relationship with God is worth more than money. Being well read is worth more than money. Being able to write or make music or art on your deathbed, these things will all be worth more than money. Your health, your grace, your beauty, your style, these types of things on your deathbed, there'll be more important than how much money you had. Especially if you weren't born into it. You have to scratch and claw and fight your way to it. And things like intelligence, being frugal, being patient, being happy or satisfied, at least being able to look yourself in the mirror and have honor, dignity, having adventure in your life. These are all things that come from understanding what Jesus was about and what he said, his directions for living. Don't worry about tomorrow. Today has enough troubles as it is. Forget tomorrow. Deal with today and, go out in the world. Go for walks. Go places. Don't take anything with you. Now, I realize this is a different world, and you may have to do that differently in this world, but still, get outside, please. Because in the underworld that's trying to rise up on us, they don't go outside. And for some reason, going outside just seems to piss them off, and they want you to stay safe. But anyways, so, yes, this poor generation, poor Gen Z, stuck between, and we're fighting right now, and they're taking it out on y'all. Okay, this fight that we're having. You're the whipping boy. Y'all were better workers than millennials. Okay, let me explain to you with these generations things, because it almost seems as if what generation you're born in, is the new racism. So the silent generation, or we'll go by the decade. We'll go by the '60s. Okay, the '60s were cool as fuck. Okay, that was like the beginnings of rebellion and, like, or maybe not the beginnings of it, but just the bedrock of it maybe would be better. Like, it all goes back to there. And the imagery and the style. They had 10 times as much style as the '70s. The '70s, that's when the baby boomers started to take over. And all they did was corporatize the rebellious, which is completely just bizarre. I don't know how you even do that. But they just made all the rebellious shit of the well, I shouldn't say shit. All the rebellious stuff, all the cool rebellious stuff, turned into, trendy, and just neutered it. And they had pet rocks and shit, and they had a wonderful economy because the people before them were solid. Okay. For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they just weren't attacked as much by Illuminati. Maybe they were just. I have a feeling a lot of them were avatars of pre existential beings. Okay, and then the fallen angels came. I believe the baby boomers are the fallen angels. A lot of them. Okay, just how they act. They're prideful. They're, don't really give a shit about human life. The fallen angels, they ain't gonna bow down to no man. And they're all about their trophies and stuff. So, and I'm not totally against them, but um, they're easy to control. Um, I believe these. All right, maybe I should make another video. I don't know if I have enough time, but basically, a lot of this battle between these two worlds, it's not like good versus evil. It's you're on a lower level than this mafia over here, and you're just gonna try to bring us down, not because you hate us, not because you want to destroy us, but because you want everything to be equal. You want everybody to be equal. So on the one hand, you're trying to drag us down. On the other hand, you're trying to lift up these nincompoops who ain't never gonna do shit for nobody, and try to lift them up, by like giving them beatings and scaring them, and they got all types of tactics. They're not gonna use high level tactics because they're not on our level. Okay, so they're gonna use corporal punishment or whatever. Um, and so I'm saying you have this generation who knows we're here. Okay, knows there is this higher level. These kids are smart. Okay, they're smarter than my generation, but they're not as tough. If only my generation were as smart. But no, a lot of them are, and they're too tough for their own good. They went to work 60 hours a week, and now they're fucking dead. And this Gen Z, when they get around them, they're like, oh shit, that's my future. If I continue down this path. Which is why you guys were such better workers than us millennials. Because they had y'all fooled. But then some of y'all started to wake up, and now it seems like a real problem. So now they're like, oh, okay, y'all really want to wake up? Well, not everything's going to be expensive. You don't sell your soul to become super rich, or to where you have these money rituals you can do or whatever, infinite money glitch or whatever. Because they gave y'all that door was wide open for y'all. I know some Gen Z kids who had jobs, went to college for 4 years, didn't learn anything, got a good ass job, not doing anything, just sitting there. 100,000 a year plus, and they end up living in a van and working at Target, and are happy now. Because that's us, okay? Because now he's gravitating towards us to that higher level. His soul means something. The material shit was not fulfilling him. Okay, those fallen angels, it was easy to just do that. And I gotta make another video.